Okay, now that we got the Ed BS out of the way, let's jump into the game, shall we? Okay, so I guess I did not remove that one from mods.
That we appreciate your call.
All right, we have health and safety inspection going on. Mudberry Primary is visiting. Okay, so in order to get our star, we just need to make money. Let's make sure everybody's happy. Well, yep, mostly. Once we make the money, they'll nobody's in the orange, so we're good. I should probably set up another tour station, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, we're going to do this, then that, then that. That one there. And that. Okay, before this, we'll do this one here, and then we'll go here. Okay, good. That gives us at least 4 stars. Length is perfect. Decoration's perfect. Cohesion is great. It's not perfect, but for right now, this could make us more money. Eventually, I was thinking about it this morning, and eventually what I want to do with either additional plots that I'm sure I can purchase. I really don't want to knock down these these houses on this street. I think that's adorable. The park can go, though. I am willing to mess with that a bit. I wonder how much of this I actually already own. Let's see here. Rooms, buildings. Building foundations. It's no. I was right the first time. Okay, don't own here. Don't own there. But all of this, I have all this that I can build on. Could make some interesting open air sculpture. Something, you know what? That's probably what I'll do. All right.
To find a donation stand, feel free to give your money directly to me. Attention, there may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
All right. Let's see what theater reviews are. We're
Assistant
very
needed
close.
in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
I think no, it's not going to fit. Darn. I think I may have to move this to an open air theater, and we're going to do back-to-back ones.
On 2 Point Radio. Coming 2 Point County.
All right, what
This
did we
is
get?
Harrison Wolf, broadcasting live on 2 Point Radio. It's time to hunker down in the radio bunker and take a deep breath. The air's unfiltered, and so is this next song.
I don't want to spend the money yet, but I need to get somebody else. Be amazing if you could actually just like hang the art.
Announcement, staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Why can't I? What's the problem? All right, fine. It bothers me that there's room behind it, but you know, what can you do? Oh, that's probably why, because of the comic book stuff.
Assistant to the cafe. That's where you work now.
You're heading to the cafe, Gwyneth. Is that where you're going? Yep, excellent. You were having entirely too much fun stocking shelves. All right, one more month, and we should have our star.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
And there it is. Fantastic. Okay, nice. We've got cube speakers and a reflection mirror.
Last week, I had the pleasure, the privilege, the experience of attending Snotterby's auction house with two of my colleagues from 2 Point Radio. Nigel wasn't too impressed with the selection, while Ricky kept accidentally buying things with his ever flailing limbs. All in all, a great day out.
Demonstrated a diverse talent for the arts. Well done. Talent is crucial, of course, but often not enough on its own. Most of the great artists and galleries have seen their fame skyrocket with the creative use of money. Selling your original artwork at auction can generate huge profits. Snothby's Auction House is the name in 2 Point auctioneering. It's where I sold my first piece at 8 years old. During auction season, you can submit your original art exhibits for auction. Depending on what's fashionable among patrons at the time, your work may sell for way beyond its typical market value. Interesting. All right, submit your original art exhibits for auction and make it big money. Patrons at Snotsby's Auction House are often prepared to pay much higher price for an exhibit than its regular sale value. The amount of patrons will pay for an exhibit is based on the medium and emotional content that are fashionable right now, as well as the exhibit's quality. You can maximize your profits by commissioning trendy exhibits, but even slightly trendy pieces will sell for more than they're worth. Auctions occur regularly throughout the year. When submissions are open, select your chosen exhibits to list them for auction. Auctions are optional, profitable ways to approach art collection.
We apologize for the insufficient number of information stands.
Paintings
We'll update when we have more information.
that evoke romance. Sell 2 exhibits at auction. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pause. We're going to pull up our exhibits. All right. There we go. That makes it much easier. All right, it's a Snotty Bacon. What are we? Paintings that evoke romance. Okay. All right. Crush and Peace. All right. Okay, so Crush and Peace, Romance. We're going to return to inventory. Okay, those are all joy. I don't want to give up my pristine. It's joy, joy, and sorrow. Okay. We're back to bad value from fair value. Okay. It is what it is. I don't know how to submit an item for auction. Like I thought, putting it in, actually, let me look at my inventory. Okay, no. I need a painting that evokes romance. All right. I think I'm going to Google because it's bugging me because I don't know how this. Oh, what is this? Artist trolley, wool parted brush flower, large monochrome rectangle rug. Okay. Okay, sweaty palms twice, and 4 drip shaped decals. That's interesting. All right, so sweaty palms. That's this one, right? Yes. We have another interactive art. I'm going to send cupcakes again. Going to use Expedition Journal to get rid of culture shock, and we're going to go detailed with this. And while we're paused, I'm going to hopefully once an original art exhibit is created, select the item and use the auction caption to sell it rather than displaying it. Once an original piece is ready, you can choose to sell it via auction. All right. Customize, pick up, decorate, sell, return to inventory, call an expert. Oh, there it is. Submit for auction. There we go.
Those factual opposites may be tough to swallow. This is from Chauncey in Lower Bullocks. What if knights from the Dark Ages weren't wearing a costume? What if they were made of metal? Whoa, that's so crazy it has to be true. But if we did have a genetic relative made of metal, where'd they all go?
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much. The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Those tarts look good.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Come on, let's finish this. Got 29 days until the auction closes. You know, looking at these tarts in game makes me think that I really want a Linzer tart. And there is a phenomenal bakery not far from me.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now,
But I was just happy that I lost 4 pounds, so I don't know that the Linzer tart is the right answer. That was a nice monthly profit, and that was even with sending people out. Come on, we have 14 days till the auction. Come on.
museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
Audit, honey. Romance, beautiful. Okay, actually, we're going to pick it up and put it somewhere nice. So I don't know how this auction stuff works. Anyway, we're going to submit for auction. Where was this one? I think that was over there. Oops. Need another paint drip anyway. Okay. Where's Snotty Bacon? Is this Snotty Bacon? Okay, what do we need that we don't have? 2 out of 5. Alright. I'm gonna decorate you real quick.
If you love Milkmaid milkshakes, then you'll lap up the new Milkmaid Flavoured Milk range. A crazy concoction of flavours that'll have your taste buds purring for more. Single cream, double cream, half cream, clotted cream. You won't believe the variety of flavours on offer. Milkmaid Flavoured Milk. Now that's good milk.
Okay, you need emotional intelligence next. Smodley's patrons can be free and loose with their money. Trust me, I have the shoes to prove it. Each auction is quite literally a valuable opportunity. Submit fashionable pieces that match the auction tip to maximize your moolah. But as an artist, I understand you can't follow a brief every time, and in my experience, most work sells for more than it's worth at auction. All right. What is this? Okay, Audit Honey sold for $6,250. Snotty Bacon even doubled. Okay, audience loved this piece. You could have made more dough if the artwork were higher quality. Yeah, these were all kind of shit. Our patrons didn't fall in love with this piece, though they appreciated the form. That would be Snotty Bacon and Crush and Peace. The audience loved. Could have made more dough if the artwork were of higher quality. Well, yeah, I'm right now. I was more concerned with unloading my less than stellar pieces. Canvas thrower. Whack on a fresh coat of paint and fly through an abbreviated version of the artistic process. Interesting. Okay.
Guests are feeling bemused. Guests should stop feeling paranoid. Unless you're a thief, you can keep going. Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
All right, we need another stage. So let's get that made. Hey, G-Bear. I'm sorry. I thought I had everything fixed. I'm still not getting the auditory cues. I'm on my laptop. And OBS on the laptop. The settings are different, but I imported my bot settings and most of it's working, but some of it's not. And I don't know why I'm suddenly not getting the sound for when people send a text. But I am loving the new content. It is so cute and it is thoughtful and it's just it's a whole lot of whimsy. And right now whimsy is exactly what I need. And I am really, really enjoying it. And Sean B knocked it out of the park with his mods. And I'm just it's a wonderful it's a wonderful DLC. And I trying to play it as slow as possible. Like I really jumped in with both feet on the Zoozium and went like hella crazy. But I'm taking this slow. There's a lot of nuance to it. There's a lot of nuance to it. And it's fun. Like there's a whole new set of things to like train your people for, like emotional intelligence. And here, I'll pull up staff. Let's go to one of our experts. So like you have 2D art, so your paintings. Then we have performance art. Right now, depending on their emotional depth, neither one of which of these two have any, but Fuchsia should be interesting because she's got emotional intelligence where these two guys do not. I know the irony of that, but you train them differently, and it's awesome. All right, where's Fuchsia? So I can drop her on stage instead. Yes, replace Fred.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. We're back, still shaking the sense out of that last factual opposite. What if knights weren't men wrapped in metal, but real metal men? Robots built by olden daysers. But why? What were they for? Oh, I'm gonna clear my mind. Run around the parking lot. Yeah, keep the gears turning.
But watch what they do with the ham. This is ridiculous.
Sickly visitors are advised to visit a hospital and are banned from museum grounds. Get well soon.
I don't know if this is supposed to be Hamlet or what, but they keep deep-throating a large ham on stage.
Attention, donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more. Announcement, staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
I feel like a whole bunch of new sounds got added. His hubby must love him. But yeah, these backgrounds and this isn't mods. This is what came with. Oh, you're gonna love this one. This one. This even comes with like the taster. Isn't this fabulous?
Workshop project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Oh, get this. If you have the emotional impact of rage on your piece, like this is a 3-panel piece that you have to collect, evokes feeling of rage, increases guest energy, leaves guest numb to bad pricing, grade 6 emotional depth plus 35 days. So I have one placed right next to my gift shop. My gift shop pricing is absolutely egregious. Look at this. And everybody's like, yeah, fair value. Absolutely egregious, and I'm getting fair value. It's fantastic. Yeah. At this point, I could probably push up the price of the you know what? Screw it. I'm pushing up the price of the
There's
plushies.
no one in the camp.
Oh, you're gonna love this one. Hang on. The miniature Lisa. This iconic diminutive piece still provoking unanswerable questions to this day. Questions like, can you see anything from here? What is she smiling about? And was she really that small? The map for everything this time around is Zara's sketchbook. So now we have our canvas thrower, which is another interactive art piece. Let's see. You know, we're going to send Florence. She doesn't have the emotional maturity yet, but I will be able to train her for that, and that'll unlock. You know what? I'm going to hold off on this for a second. G-Bear, you want a job at the museum? I could use another assistant. I'm slowly getting settled. I'm still trying to work out a comfortable setup for stream until I can put my PC together. Got a lot of different things going on. It's weird being home. It's like
dragons go? What if the robots
I'm actually falling asleep.
And both sides were lost without a trace in an epic, fantastical war?
I'm falling asleep like earlier than I ever have. I'm like just sleep. I don't know. Maybe it's just my body is finally releasing all the stress. I've been eating. I've been outside more than I have been in a very long time. Like I'm overall doing okay. All right, now we're gonna set up expedition. Our assistant, our brand new ass. And my art expert, Lawrence. Take the expedition journal. Get rid of culture shock. All right.
Attention, the expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Damn, it has to be inside, huh?
Vandals caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously.
How did that let me fit that there? That does not seem right. That's not going to work.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
We have another auction coming up. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Museum inspection. Sure, we'll put the exhibit showcase right here like we always do. Sculptures that evoke joy. Okay. What do we have here? Exhibit list, themes. I have no sculptures that evoke joy. That's a problem. I have 59 days. I don't think I have enough materials. Of course, you don't have joy. You suck. You know what? I'm just gonna... So we sell one. I don't see why it forces you to submit 3, but I'm sure there's some sort of reasoning for it. It almost sounds like a casino. Those tickets are enormous.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Are there any more of those crackers? The dry ones? Yeah, the dry ones.
Did somebody say cheese?
No, I don't think so.
Cheesy gummits. Better than what you were already talking about.
Announcement. Our conservation standards are being inspected.
Representative from the Department of Culture is arriving for your yearly inspection. Yippee. Varnish needlework.
The expedition team are returning from an artistic excursion. Ooh la la.
I want to know what her name is. And I'm kicking myself because I was so busy watching the 2 Point stream today that I completely forgot that I wanted to ask them that.
Art project complete. Another monkey. Another typewriter.
Okay, so she did say another monkey, another typewriter. Love it. Submit for auction. Auction closes in 13 days. Well, crap. They certainly took their time with this one. Oh, we have 13 days, so we're either going to make it or not.
Requires medical attention. Not this again.
Oh, no, 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 no. I like her name in the game. I knew that it was the co-founder's wife, which I loved. Kind of like the computer in Star Trek being Gene Roddenberry's wife. I wanted to I wanted to see if she had a name in game, like is there, you know, like you've got Tarquin Foxbridge and oh. Well, shit. This was done and I could have listed this for auction. Oh well. Oh, this is awful. Happiness and tradition. Kind of looks like a hip bone.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Audience loved this piece and I could have made more. That's still a nice chunk of change there. we're going to pause here. We are going to run our ads real quick. And I will see you guys back in 3 minutes. Okay, I believe we are back.
Announcement. Marketing campaign complete. This is technically marketing. Museum staff promoted.
Everybody's going to be gone for
Star
quite some time.
Well done, you. The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go. Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
One of 5 and none of 5. All right. First thing we need to do is decorate. I know it was a little cheesy, but it worked. Oh, no, that's right. That's in the tour.
Stand.
That's
There's
got to
money
stay
in
where
it
it
for
is.
you.
Paintings that evoke romance. I don't think I have any more of those.
Guests are reminded that we are monitoring the exhibits. You just happen to be on camera.
Ah, even though they're separate things,
Nigel
it's a one or
Bickleworth on
it's an
2
either
Point
or.
Radio.
Okay.
You're listening to
I
the
was going to set
only
2 people
station
up.
that
That would mean I'd
matters.
need another
2
copy of this
Point
building.
Radio. We're all here. What will I say
Good
next?
evening,
It's all
cupcakes.
terribly
How you doing? How
exciting.
was work?
But you'll have to wait, because it's time for some music. I'll be back.
Attention, there may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused. Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Busy but good. You're starving today and waiting on your pizza to cook. Okay, well, at least now you know that it's better than last night of what am I going to eat. So you're ahead of the game. Made the dough this morning before leaving for work. All right,
Expedition
right on. Go
complete.
you.
Fetch the crowbar.
Darn. I thought that was going to give you enough to get you to get to level 7. Apparently not.
Do not worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Attention, a project has been completed in the studio. It's a work of art.
I love this. That is an amazing. Devotion 113. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this is not. I'm keeping this one. Art exhibit that evokes joy.
We apologize for the insufficient number
And a
of
standing
information
spotlight.
stands. I'll update when we have more information.
That is sorrow. Okay, that is joy. Let's see.
Attention, there are currently insufficient donation stands. This may lead to insufficient donations.
Ooh, we lost money. Sculptures that evoke joy.
That we are monitoring the exhibits. You just happen to be on camera.
We're not going to get a lot of money for this, but it will get it out of our museum.
When you've been doing this as long
Team has
as
encountered
I
a
have,
dilemma.
you have people asking.
Halfway through the process, your expert suddenly realizes they may have seen a very similar piece by another artist. Should they continue with their very similar work? Let's go back to the drawing board. The full funeral procession to the bin didn't help. That's great.
An enormous fan, how I keep the content of my show so fresh after all these years. They had the cheek to ask if it was difficult to come up with material for the air. In short, no, it is not. See, I just did a whole segment about that. Inspiration can come from the most clueless, misguided places.
Unopened crates are bad luck. Did you know that?
Oh, shit. Whoopsie. Blackguard crossing the street. Sophistication and rage. Love this. Near any fantasy exhibit, that's not happening. Any art decoration and fantasy decoration. Okay, I can do you can get 2 out of 3.
Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you. Attention, there may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused. The expert has completed a new piece of artwork. Let's have a look.
Pristine, joy, ingenious. Let's place this.
Marketing
we
campaign
missing?
complete. Something allegedly happened.
Considering that it was worth less than $600 and I made $12,500 from it, I'm good with that. All right, I'm going to save this. Bear's going on this trip. Okay, love that. That's adorable. Why am I dropping double? I have no idea, but I am.
If you love Milkmaid milkshakes, then you'll lap up the new Milkmaid flavoured milk range. A crazy concoction of flavours that'll have your taste buds purring for more. Single cream.
See, now that sound I'm hearing. I don't get it.
Cream. Half cream. Clotted cream. Flavoured milk. Now that's good milk.
Not technically milk.
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
I'm starving. I need to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner.
Assistant needed in cafe. The guests are hungry.
Paintings that evoke sorrow.
We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break. guests should stop feeling paranoid. Unless you're a thief, you can keep going.
We're not going to be entering anything in the auction this time.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more. Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Love this interactive exhibit. It's adorable. That's interesting. The 3 dimensions of the trans tiger are blended into a single single plane. The deconstructive style broke conventions and blew minds. It's too abstract for some, but that will happen when the artist is hypnotized by a big cat. Sophistication. Increases guest toilet comfort, increases guest buzz when first viewing stand. When first viewing info stand. Interesting. Okay. Wants to be near a donation stand. That is not where the museum is. The persistence of dairy. I've been wondering. I was wondering what they were going to call it.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. You join me now in the 2 Point Vault, which does look remarkably like our regular recording space, but no matter, they certainly are happy with that sound effect. We're here to enjoy a vintage moment from my personal collection. How to choose? My darling, albeit slack-jawed nephew Kevin ushered me through cyberspace
Oh.
and into the
Thank you, cupcakes.
latest entry in the popular Meat Wizard franchise.
Probably get another bust or an album. Oh, okay. It'll be another Roderick bust.
I was scared. The controller was sticky and the subject matter obscene. While I'm unsurprised that it appeals to the desensitized youth of today, I'll tell you what I told that chap in the deli. No one needs that much ham. One magical gem out of a possible 5.
Celebrities are here to see, not be seen. No unnecessary looking.
Okay, so no unnecessary looking. What would be necessary looking? Does anybody know? Like, any thoughts on that? I am hungry. Made myself chicken salad for lunch.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
Might make myself a grilled cheese for dinner tonight.
True.
Paintings that evoke joy. Ooh, thank you, cupcakes.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
I love that persistence of dairy.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable? Apologize for the insufficient number of information stands. Our collection of art exhibits is being inspected.
Because Tarquin knows his ass from his elbow when it comes to art. I don't know, do I have enough wall space that I could just move the original works all into this funky little room? Which is down here somewhere. Then if I did
The
that.
museum apologizes for all the litter, but I'm not sorry. Not anymore.
Where's all this supposed litter I'm not seeing?
We are nearing the end of today's show. You know, I'd forgotten that last segment. It's strange what you find inside the 2-point vault. Oh, what fun. I can't wait to hear that blunder back next time in the 2-point vault. Oh, no, not again. I've had quite enough of that, and quite enough of this. Ta-ra!
Ha! Holiday Jamboree for $12.50. It's all well and good making art with your mind's eye, but traditionally artists have used their actual eyes as well. And for good reason. A live model brings a human touch that adds emotional depth to a
Security guard
piece.
to empty donation
Add a modeling
stand.
station to your art
There's
studio
money
to
in it
allow
for you.
experts to create portraits and statues. Your assistants will seem unusually skilled at just sitting there with a crash course in modeling. They'll be ready for their life as a muse. Shit. Okay. Mission art projects from the art studio. Yep. Art experts can use a modeling station to produce original portraits and statues. They need the help of a muse. Train assistants in modeling qualifications so they can lend a hand or face. Okay. Portraits and statues evoke emotions more profoundly than paintings and sculptures. Greater the depth of emotion, the longer the impact will stay with the guest. Okay.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Philippa gained understanding of sorrow on an expedition. Yay.
Pristine exhibits will receive the same treatment. As everyone else, there's no escaping the crate. Attention, donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Near any seating, you say?
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet, here we are. Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Okay, so I have to
We're
opt into the
currently
whole
not
auction
taking
thing.
donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
Okay, and I can't unload more than 3 pieces. Got it. Sorrow and Romance, and it's called Sketch Show. I love this. This is amazing.
Mess on the floor. Robo Janitor. Dryer on the fritz. Robo Janitor. The Robo Janitor is designed to fix absolutely everything, with some major exceptions. Oh, Robo Janitor, what would we do without you? You would live in your own hell. Yes, I suppose we would. Robo Janitor, coming soon from Bungle Technologies.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
I see. It's another one of those interactive exhibits.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
Yeah, I know it wasn't what you guys asked for, but I wanted it out of my museum, so there we are.
Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
Yay, XP. Okay. Yeah, the different mediums and everything. I'm loving this. What is this? Modeling. You know what? Sure. Strike a pose. Now I have Vogue stuck in my head. Alright. Buy a modeling station. That's the next thing we're working on. The new trash cans are cute. Little paint bins. You gonna let me cram that there? Seriously? Okay. Since we got rid of the bin, we'll put the paint can in. All right. Okay, so this kind of works like an expedition would work. I see. So we can't do anything with that until my assistant is trained. And we need to make a statue. Alrighty. We are going to pause here, run the ads, get rid of pre-rolls, and I will see you back momentarily. Sorry, guys. Multi-level living now.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Okay, they're not done with their classes yet. Not sure how I want to set up my interactive exhibits.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more. Security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
All right, Cupcakes, you're going to get trained in modeling as well.
We apologize for the insufficient
And I see
number
that
of
this
information
here
stands.
actually
I'll
goes
update
with
when we
this,
have
but
more information.
for right now I'm going to leave everything the way it is. And I'll see what I'm allowed to put outside. Buy a reflection mirror. Oh, cute. We have a sketch bench. Sketch canvas. Sketch plant. Okay. A reflection mirror. All right.
To gift
Do
shop.
I have one of
Sell,
those?
sell, sell.
That is an antique mirror. Maybe Wanderoff Park is where I need to be. Okay, that's the one that wants me to buy a reflection mirror. So Urban Bungle?
Worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
Kind of looks like an eraser.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
Yeah, this mirror has not been unlocked yet, whatever. It's asking for, unless that's something that's broken. Which there is a very slim chance, but possible, that something is not
Attention, there may not be
as
enough
it should be.
information stands.
But somehow I
Guests are
doubt
feeling
that.
bemused.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Don't look now, it won't help at all. Ricky Hawthorne coming at you in a non-threatening manner. Only on... Today we'll be having some horticultured conversations. Yes, I've been in the garden. My thumbs are green and my knees are filthy. Let's rub our face in the grass and meet back here after this.
Vandals, caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously. Staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Okay, you want to explain to me how that's unreachable? Doesn't look unreachable to me. There you go, cupcakes. That's one hell of a pose, sir.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
The history of art, mechanical installation that represents artistic progress in the county, celebrates creative generations past, present, and future. Interesting. Joy and sophistication.
Museum security are watching for your safety.
Jeez, this thing is huge.
You feel safe? Guests are reminded not to litter the museum. You seem to need reminding.
Pitching primaries here. $11,000 profit.
Stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
That's okay. I will take that.
Do not worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
This past weekend, I took a trip to the Lower Bullocks Turnip Emporium, a museum dedicated entirely to root vegetables. It's a fantastic establishment that could only be improved by having some exhibits above ground level. What are those turnips hiding? That's what I want to know.
School trip approaching. Guests are reminded that they move in hordes. Artwork complete in studio. That's supposed to be good, is it? Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much.
All right, unveil artwork. Evokes feeling of sorrow and humor.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
I like the contrast. Otherwise, I would go and do the whole room like monochromatic, with just like the pipes for the color pop. But
Guests are reminded that we are monitoring the exhibits. You just happen to be on camera.
and where did I put Matrix Bust?
Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full. Announcement: our collection of art exhibits is being inspected.
Wow, $40,000 profit. I'm curious, how are we doing with our prices? Everything we're selling is at fair value. That works for me.
Oh, what's that smell? What's that smell?
Go from funky to hunky with Psst Psst, the new fragrance from Jean-Claude Marmalade. For those who like to smell. Psst Psst.
We apologise for the insufficient number of information stands. I'll update when we have more information. Thieves were caught before they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one. Security guard to empty donation stand. There's money in it for you. Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
It's crazy the amount of yo-yoing I'm making month to month.
The camera room is currently offline. Don't do anything funny.
Pointy Pass and Wander Off Park.
We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
Hey, Etching left us a great review, particularly calling out the style and sophistication of the place. Those are some discerning kids. Yes, yes, they are. Probably the first round of children that came to the museum that weren't sticky.
Disinterested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay? Guests should stop feeling paranoid. Unless you're a thief, you can keep going.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. This is Ricky Hawthorne. It's time for some news, where Minister for Culture Tarquin Foxbridge is in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Foxbridge and other members of the department were videoed using a centuries-old priceless vase as a fondue pot for an unsolicited after-hours scoff and quaff session. It remains to be seen what the consequences may be, but one thing's for sure, this won't be forgotten soon. Up next, something different.
I think Tarquin needs to be beat over the knuckles with a ruler, a la 1960s Catholic school. Okay, it took you 45 minutes to get your game to launch. You ended up restarting your PC, verifying file integrity, uninstalling and reinstalling. Finally did it. Not sure what was wrong, but thankfully the extreme solution worked. Okay. All right, you did say you verified file integrity. That was very strange. Did you have a Windows update recently? Because that could have messed something up.
Workshop project complete. That's handy.
I love this. We have crayon onesies. Our plushies are paint tubes. This paint tube should have been green just by the way the eyes look, but it's neither here nor there. Alright, how is your, you're not happy about the money you're making. We need to get you some more emotional range.
Guests are
Anyway.
prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Alright, this is Fred, and Fred only knows joy. We're gonna fix that. All right, Fred. You know, G-Bear, we're going to send you on expedition, and then when you come back, we're going to send you for modeling training.
Museum apologizes for all the litter, but I'm not.
Get ready to strike a pose, bitch.
There's a crate on the helipad.
Who's there?
Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely. Also good news.
Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be a giant globe, which we're probably going to move over here. I should probably do that now, actually.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
No, we just did something. Paintings
Information
evoking
stands
joy.
are
Do I
there to
have
explain
anything?
Exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Yep, nope, we're not. We are not doing the thing this time.
Cafe requires assistance from assistant.
We've got
Wow, and there's still another piece of interactive art.
We have so much to learn from plants, and they next to nothing from us.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
I feel like I'm starting to get a migraine. I hope that is not the case.
Attention. There may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
It's an art museum. They should be feeling bemused.
Announcement. Vandal caught. In the act. What a bad guest.
G-Bear, go for some modeling.
Project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Say that 3 times fast, right? You had a graphics card update last night. That's what fucked you. I hope you at least, like, save to the cloud. Which means... Okay. Cupcakes, AMD or Intel for your graphics card.
Assistant to the cafe. That's where you work now.
NVIDIA, yeah. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said AMD. But all right, so if you had, that means I probably have an update as well for the laptop. Shit. All right, I guess it is what it is. I know what I'm going to be doing when I'm done streaming. Still life. Your muse is having quite a lot of trouble sitting still enough to have their portrait painted. Try bribery, bonk on the head. Oh. Let's try bribery. Moment the cash is in their hand, the muse seems to find it incredibly easy to sit still. Very convenient.
Reminded not to litter the museum. You seem to need reminding.
Okay, and you save to the cloud, so that's good at least. It's just the inconvenience of having to reinstall. Persistence of dairy. I fucking love this.
There's no one in the camera room. This is your chance.
Goodness, we still have that portrait going?
Attention, project complete in the art studio.
Just as I was bitching about it. And Cupcakes is feeling negative. That's not good. Hung obstacle. An original portrait created in art studio. A loose depiction in profile drawn from many sources. Squinting necessary. Evokes feelings of romance.
Put down your paintbrushes. We apologize for the insufficient number of information stands. I'll update when we have more information.
If you love Milkmaid milkshakes, then you'll lap up the new Milkmaid Flavoured Milk range. A crazy concoction of flavours that'll have your taste buds purring for more.
That's not on a wall. What the fuck?
Single cream, double cream, half cream, clotted cream. You won't believe the variety of flavours on offer. Milkmaid Flavoured Milk. Now that's good milk.
Not technically milk.
Well, it's a portrait of Cupcakes, so... They're interesting. They really are. I'm enjoying this. Bonus XP.
Litter.
Oh no, we need the expedition journal. Counterculture shock. As in to counter culture shock. Not the shock of counterculture.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a sinus headache though.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member.
Although I will say this one here, Anguish 98. Like the style. What does the balloons mean? Sorrow and humor? Is it? What are you feeling? Alright, that's right. I haven't checked to see if there's some sort of food. Now that everything has been unlocked.
Yes, I remind
Yes.
you not to litter the museum.
Paint emulsion.
You seem to
Plus
need reminding.
10% art buzz. That's what I unlocked earlier. I thought it was a cupcake. I thought it was some sort of decorative cupcake with gummy worms on it. No. Okay, so they're self-portrait feeling. And leaving paint blobs all over my museum that disappear relatively quickly. Alright, and what are you feeling? Sketched out? Roughly outlined by a sketch show.
Museum security are watching for your safety. You feel safe?
Did I forget to change the food? No. No, we're not. No. Create a statue. Alright, G Bear, it is your turn to model. Insufficient materials. All right.
Interested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
I think that was our first. Yeah. Pebbleby Ruins will give us clay.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more. The expedition team have returned. We now know more about wherever they went.
Which would have been Plaza Leontra. Okay, so Wanderoff Park and Pointy Pass. Those are... Wanderoff Park I can't go to. And until I unlock that, I'm not going anywhere else.
CM staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
I'm going to snooze the ads. We're just going to go a little bit longer. And then we're going to have a nice long 6-hour stream on Saturday. We're going to go from noon until 6. So. And I'll see if I could figure out what this whole mirror is all about. Buy a reflection mirror. I'm going to kick myself and scream if it turns out to be something that goes in the art studio.
Attention, there may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused. Announcement, our security measures are being inspected.
Son of a bitch. I am so angry right now. You have no idea.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work. Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew. Guests struggling to find donation stands are asked to look harder. Or we could add more. Attention, the expedition team have returned. Good for them. We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
There has got to be a way. Okay. Open crate. All right, we got 80 clay. We need to create and display a statue. Uh, detailed.
On 2 Point Radio. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the finest show on radio. I hope you have your
As soon as our
superlatives at the
helicopter
ready,
comes
because
back, we're
today's
going to
audio
end it for the
bounty
day.
is bound-
Woodbury Primary's coming. We lost money. I'm not auctioning
Security guard,
anything.
empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
And I see we're hemorrhaging for whatever reason.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it. School trip arriving soon. That's your warning.
Thank you, Cupcakes.
The expedition team are back. I have a good feeling about this one.
And VIP. Another toad, another stool. Oh boy. It's our toads. It's our potato. On a fancy chair. It's our potato on a fancy chair. This is so cute. You're a donation stand. That is doable. Hey.
Announcement. Information stands are there to
Money.
explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't. children. And goodbye, everyone else. Announcement. We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full. Welcome to the museum, children. And goodbye, everyone else.
All right, and we're making money again. Beautiful.
Are promoted. Aren't you?
All right, everybody, that is it for today. I appreciate you all hanging out today. I will be back on Saturday. We're going to have a nice long stream on Saturday. We're going to go from noon until 6. I'm not going to go later than that because my daughter's coming over and we've got prep work to do for Mother's Day dinner. So, hey, Mycroft, how you been? How you been? But my schedule for now, I have added and updated on the Twitch page. Oh, life has been a zoo. I moved 2 weeks ago, a couple states. I moved a few states away. Life is in a bit of turmoil. I'm making lemonade with my lemons. There are a bajillion positive things to what precipitated the move. And there's like a negative, which is kind of a big negative, but as long as I don't think about the negative and just focus on the positive, I stay in a rather good mood and rather upbeat. So we are there. So yeah, lot of drama. Anyway, I will be live again noon Eastern Saturday. We're going to go for 6 hours. I'm not going. I am clawing uphill at happiness because, damn it, I deserve it. Um, but I will be live noon on Saturday. We're going to go for 6 hours. So until then, everyone have a fantastic Friday. If you work tomorrow, may your work